gets it down clearly, but coming off the half-back flank, Ross for Stuka, goes through, left foot kick under pressure, goes towards centre-half forward, Luddick comes out, punched away by Ricky Bigham, kick off the ground, came through the middle by Kelbert, goes towards the half-forward flank, Luddick in a chase with Danny Ruck, Ruck comes out, puts his body on the line, Ricky Bigham there in support as well, tried to get the kick away under pressure, close to the boundary line, in fact out, it's going to be a free kick though, picked out, and Corio will have the first free kick of the grand final. It'll be Rick Bigham at left half back, kicking towards the southern end. When he gets the footy. And he's got it now. So we'll pick up some matchups and see what's going on. He goes short towards Shane Manning, under pressure from Luddick, and they see it over the boundary line, thumped away from Shane Manning. So we'll have a boundary throw in between wing and half forward. Grandstand side, as we said, the crowd's built up fantastically well in the last hour or so.
Shane Manning and Roland Beck, that's a good matchup.
You got, I think Nevada Cornwall's running with Festuca too.
Boundary throw in, falls short. Getting it down, Linton Fitzpatrick towards the boundary line again. Carson and also Corey Collins, they see it over. And we will have another boundary throw in, this time a little bit closer towards the Corio coaching box, which is at the northern end of the ground, the end that Werribee Centrals are kicking to in the first term.
Watch Corey Wallace slip out the back here.
Boundary throw in. Coaching already. Good work, Loz. Boundary throw in was short again. Fitzpatrick got it down. There's Ricky O'Toole. Handball over the top to Matthew King. Look for the handball back. Got it to Ricky O'Toole. Kicks across the half-back flank. Looking for a switch of play, and it's okay too. Rickett and also Lindsay, though. They fall over it. Rickett doesn't pick it up. Lindsay does. Gets away under pressure. Now he drops the footy. Should be a free kick to Werribee. Put the pressure on in the middle of the ground. They'll take the free kick through Chris Gillum. In fact, it's Warren Foley who'll take the free kick. He gets it now, right foot kick high towards centre-half forward from behind. Fitzpatrick punches away defensively, okay. Chug off a step, short little kick towards Buck, who takes the mark. And will shoot for goal from 20 metres out directly in front. And certainly was made to earn it by Danny Ruck. As he gets up a bit gingerly.
Yeah, I thought the uncle might have milked it a little bit.
You should have put copyright on that name. Well, she I should have. The uncle.
So, good place to be today, right in front.
Yep, so Heath Buck will shoot for the first goal of the grand final.
I know the game's early, but I've already seen a couple of experienced things come from Fitzpatrick.
That punch was excellent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Heath Buck coming in, northern end of the ground, 20 metres out, directly in front, and he has missed it. I suspect it's pushed away to the near side through for one behind. So the first score on the board. And it is a behind, Werribee Central's one behind. Corio yet to score. Victor Trophy's first score to scoreboard, 3 minutes played.
So back in the goal score, Ricky Bigham does the kicking in, goes wide to the outer side, lead from Sean Lewis, and Lewis takes the mark for Corio. Plays on quickly towards centre wing. Players out there, can't take the mark, comes to the back of the pack. Paul Carson for Werribee, can't pick it up. He's taken toward the boundary line with the football. Well, there's a free kick. Something's happened off the ball, and a free kick after the ball went out of bounds has gone to, well, the handball came to Ricky O'Toole, and he kicks quickly towards centre-half forward. Clifford being closely attended today after last week's game. Ball punched forward. Very strong and tough in the middle. Picked up there by Ross Festuca. Kicks towards centre wing. Ricky O'Toole out there. Looks pretty right today, and he started in good form. Chips it to the centre of the ground. And the mark taken by Cornwall for Corio. Decides to switch the play right across the ground. Ricky Bigham has run from the back pocket to take the mark on centre wing. And Ricky Bigham now looks for a move up forward. Here it comes from Tate. And Tate has led a long lead from the forward line. Wheels around on the left foot. Kicks it long towards full forward. Or centre half forward. And Chad Rivets come a long way from the goal square. And has taken the mark just inside the 50-metre arc. Will take a huge kick from there to score, but this fella can kick the footy. Gets it very, very high, and it's pretty long. It's going to land almost in the goal square. Touch through for a behind. So there's the first score for Corio. It's one behind apiece. Victory Trophy's first score to scoreboard, 4.5 minutes gone.
Good movement there. Tatey just making the lead, and of course Bingham coming up from the back pocket. He's had a great final series. Ricky Bingham back there.
He's already had 2 kicks at Welshie.
Wallace kicks in, goes short, finds Gillum. Chris inside defensive 50. takes the mark. He's got Justin Morley short. He's called to play on now. He goes with his right foot kick high towards Verstuka. Up against Collins. Collins at the back. Nearly took a one-hander on hands and knees. Tried to get the handball out to Gaylard. Chug though, stole it. Goes towards centre wing. Linton Fitzpatrick couldn't take it with him. Little toe poke off the ground was okay. Coming the other way, Rickett did well. Under pressure. Got a knock from Montgomery. Bit high, said the umpire. Very lucky, I think he might be, the youngster. Verstuka came in with the hip and shoulder, but he said it was too high. So Stephen Rickett on centre wing. Handballs it away to Ricky O'Toole. Montgomery comes at him. He goes short to Nevada Cornwall on centre wing. He'll have to be good here under pressure from Carson. Gave away the free kick too high. We paid the mark. So Nevada Cornwall on centre wing has the footy.
It is a grand final. They're earning all their kicks.
He's got Rickett short. He's also got Ashley McNamara short, and he takes the mark.
Bad checking there.
So McNamara's point of the centre square at half forward, going to the southern end. High kick towards Rivet. Getting in there, Beck as well. Needs somebody at front and centre. Handball came out to Ross Verstuka from Adrian Bernardo. Goes to the left foot kick towards centre wing. Calvert over the back, nearly read it the better. Gillum did too, but he left the footy behind. He might get it back though. He gets it now. Right foot kick long towards a vacant half forward position. Ruck falling over at the crucial stage was Heath Buck. And Ruck should be able to clear it. He's going to be under a bit of pressure. He just chips it up, and Lindsay has to try and meet it at centre half forward. Does so. Wants to play on quickly. Switches the play out wide. Looking for and finding Rick Bigham in between half back and centre wing. Takes the mark. Just settles the play down. Looks for a lead. Long. Manning gives him a lead. He goes. Where's he going to go? Manning. No. He just holds the ball up. Now he chips the ball towards the wing. Manning's still there. He takes the mark. Right on the centre wing position. Shane Manning. Holding the ball up, fairly deliberate. He wants Ricky O'Toole short, so he goes in that direction. He takes the mark. He's got Matthew King in the middle, but he's going further afield towards Rickett. It's going to be a good kick too, and he takes the mark. Under pressure from Chug, the two number 15s, but he's taken the grab in the middle of the ground. There's not much behind him. It's fairly congested at half forward. Clifford gives him a lead. So does Gaylard. The ball might sit for Manning if he can run onto it. Coming out, Justin Tate, who looks to have tried to push his man forward. Kick off the ground by McNamara. Gaylard gets across there. So does Foley. Kick out defensively, looking for the boundary line. He's found it. And we'll have a throw in 55 metres around from the Corio goal. It is one behind a piece. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 7.5 minutes played.
So the ball about to come in at the 50-metre arc on the outer side here at St Albans. Comes in, Tate from the back. Well, free kick against Tate for a push in the back in the ruck contest. It's going to come back to Thwaites. And Rowan Thwaites on the half-back flank for Werribee has the free kick. Decides to go long. It's a long kick towards the outer centre wing. Fitzpatrick again in the marking contest. He's been very conspicuous early, and having been in the contest, hightails it back towards centre half forward because the ball is out of bounds. True centre wing outer side. Ball comes in from the boundary umpire. Tate in front. The tap down was from the Thwaites at the back into the arms of Chris Gillam, but his kick is marked comfortably on his chest by Matt King at centre half back. He's got Cornwall breaking across the ground. The ball's too strong for him, and coming in with good body work is Jason Verstuka. Missed on the second one, but Werribee Centrals, just by virtue of kicking the ball along the ground, well, there's a holding free kick against Heath Buck. It's going to Danny Ruck, and at centre half back for Corio. The free kick actually might have been given by the trailing umpire. But now Ruck, terrible kick off the boot straight into the arms of Chug, who's also been prominent early for Werribee Centrals. Kicks it now to the lead, coming from Calvert. Can't take the mark. McNamara Matt gets the handball back to Rickett. Rickett now, the check side to the middle of the ground. Players running hard at the footy, and Roland Beck takes the chest mark diving forward. Very strong, very courageous. Goes towards centre half forward, but in the way there is Rickett for Corio once again. Plays on quickly and finds Lee Clifford on the lead on centre wing. Clifford now takes the mark and goes quickly into the middle. He's got Lewis loose. The kick is too strong. It's over his head. Picked up by Thwaites. Handball to Foley. Foley now back to centre wing. I think he's kicked it straight back to Lee Clifford. He contested the mark. Player held out the footy. Play on to the umpire. Clifford picks it up. Kick off the ground there for Werribee Centrals by Wallace. Coming in strongly and picking the footy up as Montgomery weaves and twists. Oh, Fitzpatrick almost a one-handed mark at centre half forward. Gets a handball quickly to Chug. It's too hot. And, well, there's a whistle on play. The free kick, the indication from the umpire going to Corio. And Play on quickly. The free kick went to Collins. Handball to Ricky O'Toole. Out wide to Lewis. Lewis now for Corio. On the wing, marks and runs forward. Kicks strong towards half forward. Manning's down there on his own and takes the mark inside 50 for Corio. He's got Lewis who's run a long way, and I don't know about that pass. Why wouldn't you have kicked it toward the goal? Because Chris Gillam, brilliant reading of the football, and takes the mark at centre half back for the Werribee Central side. 10 minutes gone, first quarter, one behind a piece.
Goes to the outer side looking for Carson. McNamara's next to him, Ashley, and it's over both of their heads. Out of bounds for a throw in. Half forward flank outer side. Cryer just into attack, as we said, one behind a piece. And
Ricky O'Toole at this point in time has had 6 kicks, but most of them in the back half, so they're probably not hurting so much there.
boundary throw in. Thwaites and Tate. Tate used the body, pushed it to the back. Ricky O'Toole over the top of it. Carson also the 2 number 4s. They hold it up. Holding the ball, said the umpire. Carson hatched it, he said. And Ricky O'Toole will take the free kick at half forward. Paul Carson gets up and cannot believe it. Give the footy back or you'll get 50. And there's the 50. So
Paul should know better than that.
And he's saying it's very wet. I can't pick up the footy and throw it. But I don't think the umpire cares too much for that. And Ricky O'Toole will take the ball and shoot for goal from 40 metres out, nearly directly in front.
Yeah, I don't think it was his fault then. You know, he did go to give it back, handball it back, and it slipped out of his hands.
Well,
give it to the umpire and see if he can handball it back to him.
Yeah, well, he had more time to get it back, though, Paul. The same, he whistled him a couple of times.
So Ricky O'Toole has the footy, 40 metres out from goal. Carson stands the mark. He comes in now. Right foot kick on its way. Distance is no problems, and the goal and the
beauty
accuracy is also no problems. Ricky O'Toole has put the first goal of the 2004 Grand Final on the board. They are 1-1-7 Corio. They lead Werribee Central's one behind Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 12 minutes play.
That's not a bad bit of leadership, Welshie, when the coach can get the first one.
Yeah, for sure. It was a magnificent kick too. We've seen Buck miss. I think it's pretty heavy down there where Heath Buck had his shot from, but he was a lot closer, and Ricky was sort of 40 metres out and slotted it through a goalpost out. It was never in doubt.
It's interesting. It doesn't matter who you are. Carson gave away the 50 and off the ground, Laurie. So
yeah,
that's good discipline.
That's the rules.
So the ball back in the middle. Umpire Bushfield puts it in the air. Tate gets a tap down into the arms of Cornwall. Handball back to Tate. Kick quickly to centre half forward. Mark not taking it centre half forward, but Gaylard does well. Gets it off the ground. Handball by Clifford over to Manning. Manning heads for the open goal. It's drifting slightly to the left. And another behind off the bit of Shane Manning to Corio. 1 goal, 2-8. They lead Werribee Central's one behind Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 12.5 minutes gone.
So Corey Wallace with the football at fullback, as he'll do for most of the day, you would suspect. He's been doing the kicking in all year for them, and he plays on, gains 5 metres, and then chips the footy, and it's okay, finds Brad Dixon. Still inside defensive 50 on the outer side. Goes with the right foot kick. Long and wide, looking for Calvert. McNamara is right next to him, and it's off hands, out of bounds. It's going to be a great contest.
It's a great matchup, isn't it?
He shut out Sabali Armstrong last week, McNamara, so he's got the job on Calvert this afternoon. Boundary throw in, half forward flank. Tate uses the body again and gets it down. Rove this time by Calvert. Left the footy behind though. Cornwall handball set McNamara up. Handballed it towards Lewis. Over the top of it, get it away. Ashley McNamara under pressure. Tried to handball it over the top towards Lindsay. Close to the boundary line. Getting there first, Collins. Handballs it back inboard. Standing over the top of it though now is Thwaites, the big man, gets away, shows some agility. Great smother by Ashley McNamara and got the kick away towards the full forward position. Coming out Thwaites, still about 40 metres out from goal, close to the boundary line, and in Corio's attacking zone, we will have a boundary throw in. 45 out from their goal. They're 1-2-8. They lead Corio. They lead Werribee Central's one behind. Boundary throwing. Rivet does the work against Thwaites. Morley comes through. Gaylard though chops the footy off, then gets it away, but only as far as for Stuka. Under pressure, lose the football. Coming through the middle, Barry O'Toole against Dixon on hands and knees. Trying to pick it up. Lewis is in there also, and Adrian Bernardo keeps his feet. Handball over the top. Oh, high tackle to Festuca, and he just runs away. Doesn't worry him. He goes from defensive 50 to centre half back. Foley takes the mark. He's got Johns on his outboard if you can see him in the middle. I don't know whether he spotted him yet. He elects to go up the line. In fact, he tried to get around, and he might be in trouble now. He has to get the handball away. He might be okay in Calvert, who gives it back to Foley. Runs through half back, gets around McNamara. No, he doesn't. He got one high, and he will take the free kick.
Well, they want to be careful they don't lose it coming into remonstrate. You can't afford that.
So Foley will take it at half back. Well, in between wing and half-back, Carson back on, John's off. So Warren Foley has the football. Goes towards centre wing. Kick doesn't quite make the target, which was Chug. He got the kick away, though, close to the boundary line. Now it's going to be out of bounds. We'll have a throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side, just in the attacking zone for Werribee Centrals. They trail by 7 points, and we've been playing 15 minutes first term.
It's one they've got to be careful of, Welshie, when you get an interchange like Carson coming back. They've got to get the match up right, don't they?
Yep, for sure.
So from the throw in, backward of centre for the Corio side. The free kick in the rucking contest has gone to Fitzpatrick. And he plays on quickly now. Long kick towards centre half forward. Corio only players to fly for the footy. The Werribee player in the Heathbuck went to ground. Now it stacks on the mill. 35 metres out directly in front of the Werribee Central's goal. And the umpire, with the whistle on play, will put the ball in the air. Number of players now around the football as the umpire signals time and moves in to put the ball in the air. Forward area for Werribee Centrals. Only ruckman to go was Fitzpatrick. The kick came out of defence from Corio, but straight into the arms of Adrian Bernardo, who takes the mark in the centre of the ground. He's got players out wide. The kick is a little too strong, about 20 yards too strong, but at the drop of the football, Jason Festuca gets past the tackle too easily, runs inside 50 with that long, raking left foot kick. It's a magnificent kick, Jason Festuca. And that's the first goal of the day for the Werribee Central side. Well, he likes a goal, he likes them on the left foot, and that was a terrific goal. 1-1 is Werribee Centrals. They trail Corio 1-2. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 16.5 minutes gone.
A lot of class in that, wasn't there, fellas? The way he just picked the ball up in the wet conditions and backed himself. And from that pocket there, that's a fantastic kick.
Yeah, it was trademark for Stuka, though. He likes to use, that's exactly how he plays his football and uses his strength. And that was a beautiful kick. And it was, I guess it was just right where he wanted, wasn't it? Not much wind, beautiful shot.
Centre bounce, Thwaites and Tate. Tate gets it down easily. Coming off the wing for Stuka Ross. Can't get his kick away. Good tackle by Potter. Coming off half back, Roland Beck gives it back to Ross for Stuka. Into the middle, they got the numbers, Werribee Centrals. Chug gives it away by hand to Rowan Thwaites. Gets a right foot tumbling punt towards centre half forward. Great diving mark, Warren Foley. Who takes the mark at centre half forward. Lead on from Gillum short, and coming at it, Collins did pretty well. Got Lindsay in support, wrapped up by Gillum, dropped the footy. Now through the middle, Collins again. Coming at it, Matthew King. Now Foley gets away, 40 metres out. Oh, he runs into McNamara, gets a high tackle. McNamara went up into the tackle, got him high, said the umpire.
I think because he left the ground too, Jason, when he came out there. I thought...
Foley I think he ducked and McNamara landed on his back.
Yeah, I think... to Matty McNamara's defence, I think he thought he was going to kick it, so he's gone up for the smother and just landed on top of the poor little fella.
So Foley, 40 metres out, not going to make the distance, so he just pops it up, but taking the mark, Ricky O'Toole fills the gap, chips the ball out towards Sean Lewis. Foot race between he and Carson. Carson will get there first, he's under pressure. You want the safety of the boundary line, he finds it. And the boundary umpire will throw it in, half forward flank outer side.
Paul Carson, this early stage, hasn't had a kick yet.
He's done a bit of body work though, Loss. He's been handy for them.
Yes.
Giving away 50, do you count them?
Yeah.
Boundary throw in. Fitzpatrick gets it down to the side of the pack. Carson's in there, also trying fight hard for it is Wallace. He dropped the footy, said the umpire. Lewis will take it from half back for Corio. Go towards half forward, off the back of the pack. Potter can try and slap it back towards Clifford. Bernardo, though, got the kick away, but only as far as Cornwall. Dropped the mark he should have taken. Under pressure now. He's going to hatch it, I'd say, too. The umpire says no. It's going to be a ball up.
Bit lucky because it's similar to the one before.
Well, they've got to be consistent, don't they? They've given a couple, and that one they didn't.
Similar to Carson's one before that cost them 50 metres and a goal, that one.
So ball up, centre wing, outer side. Tapped away, over the shoulder, said the umpire. Going to be Matthew King's free kick. So Corio to try and drive it towards half forward. The lead's on from Tate, goes in that direction, takes the chest mark. Still on centre wing, he's led about 40 metres, so he's still a long way away. Gaylard gives him a lead. So does Manning. He elects to go further. And he goes up now. Clifford's there. In front of Bernardo. Goes up. Off the back of the pack. Beck puts his body on the line. No free kick. Bernardo got it away to Morley. No look handball over the top to nobody in particular. Carson. Can he get around McNamara?
Umpire said it wasn't an advantage. He's brought it back.
Okay, so the free kick will come back to Jared Thwaites. Right foot kick. Goes towards half back. Punched away by Tate. Good tackle by McNamara. Puts the pressure on Calvert again.
In the back.
In the back, said the umpire. Simon Calvert will take the free kick at half forward. Half back, sorry.
So Calvert now on the outer side of the ground here at St Albans. Kicking to the northern end. Doesn't get it too well and kicks it straight in the middle of the ground again. Cornwall drops a mark. He should have taken a chest mark on that occasion. Ball now, Ricky O'Toole, handball out of the pack, picked up by Carson. He wards off a couple of tackles, gets the ball to his left foot. Now Werribee in the clear, chug over to Jason Festuca. Festuca now runs inside 50. Oh, he's run about 70 metres, and the long kick towards the full forward position. Off hands, it's at the back of the pack, and it's going to drift well almost over the boundary line. Players have kept it in. Heath Buck tried to kick it off the ground, but eventually a rush behind by the Corio defence to Werribee Centrals, and that's levelled the scores once again. 1 goal to 8 apiece. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 20 and a half minutes gone.
Ricky Bigham kicks in dangerously in the end to Ricky O'Toole, off hands and out of bounds. So we'll have a throw in, 50 metres around from the Werribee Centrals goal. Scores level, 1-2-8 apiece. We've been playing 21 minutes in the first term. Fitzpatrick gets it down, only as far as Ashley, in fact it was Lindsay, got it towards half back, and Carson's there, gets the kick away, back towards the middle. Chug, who's had a good first term, takes the mark in the middle. Pretty congested between him and the goal. He goes towards Festuca, one-on-one against Collins. Festuca, good play Collins to get it away. Now it needs somebody in there. King does well to get over the top of it. Festuca kept his feet though and did well. Free kick found for a leg, and it's going to go to Corio.
It should be 50.
So it'll be a free kick to Matthew McNamara at centre half back. And he's got Manning wide if he sees him. He elects to go to the outer side though instead and run it out there towards Ashley McNamara. He's against Carson. If he's got the job on him, that's a big job. Ricky O'Toole, fourth in line, picks it up and runs free on centre wing. Gets to the middle, handball to Lewis, usually a long kick. From the middle now, goes with that right foot. It's going to drop short in front. Gaylard takes the mark. No, the umpire says play on. And they might be able to get away now, Werribee Central through Thwaites. Great smother though. Ball keeps free, falls to the back. Manning under pressure, trying to get rid of it. Now Morley, he's wrapped up by Gaylard and dumped in the back.
First one, Manning didn't have the foot. He pulled out of the contest.
So
he did it pretty well. He didn't take possession. He just pushed it away from him.
So Shane Manning will shoot for goal from 35 metres out. We've already seen a few kicks drop short.
Well, it's pretty difficult out there today, Jason. It depends on where you actually plant your foot that's on the ground to kick off of. I think that happened to Heath Buck when he had a shot at goal, and he looks firm there though.
So Manning comes in, and is it going to be 50?
The free kick down.
Yeah, the free kick's going to be brought down 50 metres, I suspect.
There
was a free kick given against Adrian Bernardo, I think, for maybe a shepherd or something like that.
Well, I was watching Shane Manning, I've got to say, and
yeah, it was a shepherd.
So Shane Manning's kicked the goal. I don't think the umpire's given the all clear yet.
I think Gaylord's going to have the shot.
The umpire's got absolutely no idea.
One umpire's given the all clear, the goal umpire at this point.
So Thwaites off the ground, Rowan. Bernardo is on. The two umpires are conferring at centre half forward. And it's going to be a goal, I think. No, what's he doing?
Going to have a kick.
He's going to have a kick from the goal square. Well, Shane Manning's got the footy. He's done it once. He might do it twice. Bernardo stands on the goal line. So he's going to be a metre out from goal. And he kicks it. So now Shane Manning has put his first on the board, the second for Corio. 2-2-14. They lead Werribee Central's 1-2-8 Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
Well, I guess that's prone to happen, guys, when you get one umpire controlling the ball 100 metres from the goal and another umpire calls it. They've really got to communicate with one another, don't they?
Yeah, for sure. And it was just something that happened off the ball. I think the Werribee Central's fella ran across and bumped young Gaylord to the ground there, and the umpire was right onto it. And whether it was to give him a free kick, he wasn't sure of, or pay the 50 metres. So.
And get their hearing aids out together to it, so
they
hear each other.
So back in the middle, umpire looking for the centre circle, I think.
It's in there somewhere.
So umpire Burns about to put the ball in the air. That he does now. Tate gets the tap down again for Corio. Gee, it doesn't go very far though. It falls still back into the centre circle. Pushed out. Chug kicks it off the ground. Into the path there of Fitzpatrick. He picks it up well. Fitzpatrick, condition suiting him, hooks it around the body. Matt McNamara against, that looks like Calvert down there, is it now? And there's a bit going on down there off the ball as they weren't happy with the treatment of Matt McNamara against Calvert.
Luke Luddick's not going to get a free kick from David Chaston either, I suspect. He's just told him all about that.
So the ball thrown in, 30 metres from the behind post, deep in the attacking area for Werribee Centrals. Ricky O'Toole picks it up, handball over the top to Sean Lewis. Lewis now for Corio, kicks long, it's over the centre line. The lead's coming out there from Tate. Oh, a free kick against Tate, I think, the man in front, who's just come onto the ground, Mark Bernardo. And Bernardo for Werribee Centrals on centre wing out of side has the free kick. Decides to go long towards half forward flank. Well, Chris Gillam pushed his opposite coach out of the contest. Ricky O'Toole took the mark, plays on quickly now. Another push in the back. Well, that's out of the rule book this year, I think, as Heath Buck picks the footy up. And towards full forward, there's another one. Player pushed fair square in the front going for a marking contest. No free kick given. So I'm not quite sure where we stand with decisions. At the 25-minute mark of the first quarter, umpires have put the whistle away, and the boundary umpire now 20 metres from the behind post, deep in the attacking area for Werribee. Fitzpatrick punches it forward only as far as Rickett. Off a step to centre wing Rickett. Mark not taken out there as the ball comes to ground. Ball picked out quickly. A left foot kick by it was Bernardo Adrian into the full forward area. The players run onto the footy now. Ricky O'Toole, Shepherd's well, gets a handball out. There was McNamara and Corio get the ball towards the boundary line between wing and half forward. Potter flipped it back into play, unfortunately into the path of his Werribee Central's opponent in Wallace. He kicks towards Gillam. Gillam's tackled ferociously through the ball, said the umpire. And Matt McNamara rewarded for a very strong tackle. Handball quickly to Lewis. He's in trouble. He's got a handball back to McNamara now. He hands it out to Ricky O'Toole. They're under pressure, the Corio defence, but finally a handball to Lindsay. Gets the ball clear. Lindsay tries to find Clifford on centre wing out of side, but terrific defence there by Adrian Bernardo. Punches the ball to the boundary. 27 minutes gone first quarter. 1 goal to Werribee, trail Corio 2 goals 2.
So boundary throw in, out of side, centre wing position. Fitzpatrick for Werribee Centrals, and Matty King. Fitzpatrick gets it down big, thump away, goes 20 metres, but pushes it back out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, because it went up over the boundary line on the full from the punch. He's paid a free kick to Corio, or has he?
No.
Didn't know there was
Not
such
the
a thing.
AFL here, Paul.
Yeah, well, there's a rule in the AFL
Is
there,
it?
Laurie. Yeah,
No.
get up with it, son.
Boundary throw in. Fitzpatrick got it down to Wallace at the side of the pack. Tumbling punt. Calvert in front of McNamara. Got away. Handball was good. Montgomery needs to finish it off 40 metres out. Terrible kick. It's kicked into the car park. Out of bounds on the full. And Ricky Bigham will take the resultant free kick for the Devils in the last line of defence. So Bigham. Nobody at centre half back. McNamara is just trying to wheel there, but Festuca has chopped that off. He's still there though. It'll be a fair kick to get to him. It goes along the line. It's all Werribee. They go up. They spoil each other in the end. Fitzpatrick and Calvert. Calvert gets a kick away though to Festuca, who stood there by himself. And I think that he will shoot for goal from about 35 metres out. A few hands on heads from the Corio defence.
Yeah, this is where Heath Buck kicked it, and it's pretty sloppy just there. It's I think it's probably, speaking to St Albans people, it's the wettest part of the ground when it does rain, and this could be a difficult kick from there.
So Jason Festuca, who has kicked Werribee Central's goal so far, this for his second and the Centurion's second. He comes in now, 35 metres out, slight angle, comes in off a couple of steps, gives it a high, and it looks pretty good. Gee whiz. Like a dry day kick for Jason Festuca, straight through the middle, his second. And once again, the ball game's tied up 2-2, 14 apiece. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 29 minutes played.
I was just going to say before that, the Corio defence have held up really well, but they just broke through then, the Werribee boys. They were under siege for the last 5 or 6 minutes. The Corio backline, they played very well, but I suppose when you're under that much siege, you've got to break through at some time.
So the ball back with umpire Bushfield in the middle of the ground, about to get play underway once again, very close to quarter time in the grand final. The ball goes up, Tate gets a clear tap away for his team, picking it up as Potter, just lopes away, lovely low pass. It's not the day for passes, Gaillard. stepped over the football, and Morley picks it up for Werribee Centrals, goes wide. Got players out there, got good work there by Ashley McNamara, put a contest against Corey Wallace and got the ball to ground, but good support out there from Mark Bernardo and Werribee. They turn it over. Bernardo has to come back in again, picks it up, kicks long along the wing, and a lovely diving mark taken there by Fitzpatrick, and he's been worth his inclusion already, Loz, as he kicks the ball long to half forward there. At the back, Rickett can't take the mark against Chris Gillum, kicking in danger, nose at the umpire, and Rickett does well, gets a handball out to Lindsay. Umpire calls play on as McNamara, Ashley comes in to help out. Gee, that looked like a high tackle as well. Now the umpires put a whistle on play. Oh, I thought he was going to ping him for holding the ball. But the ball will be put in there as quarter time. The siren sounded here for quarter time in the grand final. And at quarter time, it's all tied up. 2 goals, 2-14 apiece. And that is the quarter time score.
The goal kickers for Werribee, 2 to Jason Festuca, while for Corio, goals to Ricky O'Toole and Shane Manning. All square at quarter time. Take a break, back with the second quarter action of our match day live coverage this afternoon of GDFL Grand Final Day at St Albans Reserve. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.